Okay, so it is Saturday morning, but the planting doesn't end. Plugs just keep coming in, shipments are coming in one after one, and you gotta stay ahead of them. The little baby plug trays that come in can only last so long in those trays. We wanna keep all these plants actively growing. And so, you need to pull out the minions. It's amazing how when you force them to shut off the iPods and get off the video games, how willing they are to help do something outdoors. And so, let me show you what we're working on.
All right, so this is the Proven Winner succulent collections. This is how they come in. They come in as little baby plugs, complete succulent plants. They're in these little tiny plug trays. Some of them are pretty rooted in. The succulents are a little bit more forgiving staying in these trays, but we have schedules to keep, and if we want plants to finish on time, we've got to get them planted on time. And so, but the challenge is they all come in assorted trays. So the first step right now is going to be that we need to segregate these. We want full trays of one set color, and we don't want to deal with mishmashes of retail ready plants because this is a collection. But when we're finished and we want to put them on the benches for retail, we don't want a mishmash like this. We want full trays. So that's what we're working on now. Okay, so the minions are hard at work. Luke is going through and he's taking out the same varieties out of each one of the trays and consolidating them. Lulu's working on quality control, making sure everybody's working hard and doing it right. Gavin is then going through and gently planting the holes. But one thing you can see when you're planting plugs, you don't want to try to just jam the plugs in there. You want to do what Gavin's doing and jam your fingers in there, make a hole, and then gently plant the plugs back in there. Get them nice and centered on the benches, make them nice and centered in the trays, but that's what we want. Luke's doing a very important job here as far as making likes with likes, filling the full trays. So by the time we get to retail, like we mentioned, that they'll merchandise properly. Better to do it now than try to do a few thousand plants all at once when we're trying to ship them in the spring and the craziness. Boys doing an awesome job, and that's it. They'll have about an hour or so here just wrapping up some plugs, and then that's it. Off to do some playtime. Take care. Okay, everything is planted. The boys got everything done. Now the last step is to water everything in really well. Even though these are succulents and they do like it on the drier side, you do have to water them pretty well the first time. All that dry soil, that dry potting mix is going to suck up all that water and can actually suck the water away from the plug and dry out. So that's the last step to everything. So you start on one side and work your way all the way around. You got to get every last little plug, and then Gavin, see how he goes over everything twice? You go over everything at least twice just to make sure it's all good and watered, and that's what we see when we're done. And the last step is going to be to put all the plant tags in it, and then it's just lots of water, fertilizer, and those plants will be ready for retail in a couple months. Okay, it's time for the last step of planting plugs. You have to put out all the tags, and that can be a challenge with these succulents because they come all mixed together. So Gavin's taking his time. He's going around making sure all the tags are pointed the same way. We always want them all in the same direction so they can go through, and it's much faster for me to go back and tweak them a little bit. He's doing a great job taking his time, making sure they're right. So everybody knows the names of the varieties when they go to purchase them. All right, take care.